The following language in this podcast is immature, but is intended somehow for mature audiences. Please be advised and enjoy.
Beavis!
Beavis? Where's that little butt munch gone anyway?
Butthead! Open up, I got the computer!
You said computer. Yeah. Get the hell in here or something.
Guys, I brought the computer you wanted. Hey, Butthead, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing your mom.
Get out of here. I brought you the computer you wanted, right?
I wanted a computer? Why did I want that?
You said something about needing it to research something about bikinis. I'm going to put it right here. There you go.
Can you see naked women on it?
You can do that. You can definitely do that. Let me go ahead and open up the mouse and the keyboard. Take it out of the box. Here you go. This is the keyboard. I'll put it over here for you.
What are those things on the keyboard?
You can use the keyboard to, type in what you need.
Those look like letters. Letters suck.
Well, you need the letters, so you have to put them together to make ssure that, you can type what you need so you can research what you said you needed. I don't know.
That's stupid.
Well, it's all right. Here's your mouse right there. Put it right there for you.
My mouse is a lot bigger than that.
Really? That's good. You could actually research that and make sure. That'd be good. So what in the world did you need this for? What were your plans?
I was going to learn to make nachos and maybe look at girls or women thingies.
Women's don't have thingies.
Sure they do. They got two of them, you stupid ass.
No, dude. I tell you what. Go ahead and look up, type in women's thingies and see what comes up. W. No, not you twice. No, backspace. Backspace.
You type it in. You're so smart.
Okay, well, I'll type it in for you. There you go. Women's thingies.
Whoa!
And
does that chick have a butt?
Yeah. They all have butts. There, Butthead.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
It's exciting. It truly is exciting.
No, you can't look at this. I can.
No, I can't. I'm
stop looking at
it. I would never look at it. Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on, Butthead.
Come to Butthead.
No, that's not right, dude. All right, let's use a computer for something else. That was a bad idea.
No.
Dude,
get away. Get away.
You're a little too... Dude. Stop. Dude, I can't...
You will be mine. Oh, yeah.
I can't get... I need to... Good luck, brother. I hope that everything works out the way you want it. Have fun with your new computer.
Everything's going to work out.
All right, buddy.
Glad that dumbass is gone, baby. Wait a minute. You're not real, are you?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pretentious Podcast.
Are you ready?
are you really ready?
Pretentious Podcast.
We hope you enjoy the show. Are you?
Pretentious.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Pretentious Podcast.
The show is about to begin.
Hello and welcome to the Pretentious Podcast, episode 16, titled Car Freshener. We are doing a podcast together, me and Jimmy G.
Yo. Back at you.
Back at you, baby. This is a pretentious pop culture podcast with a dash of news and comment. I am so excited that you're helping me with the show. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
You don't have to lie.
I'm not. I'm sitting up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sitting up straight.
That's enough butthead for one day.
Okay. He does. You do that very, very well. I'm sure he'll show up in future episodes for any reason. I have to tell people, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to start that off with Butthead and his younger brother, Edwin. I couldn't come up with an Edwin.
Just be yourself.
It was funnier. It was much better.
Remember to be yourself. Just make sure it's your best self.
Exactly. Be
Date
all
with
that
your
you can
family.
be. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get on with On This Day. Here we go. On this day in 1965, Jeff Beck replaces Eric Clapton of the Yardbirds. Jeff Beck Jeff Beck would be like a soloist instrumental guitarist before he is actually a rhythm guitarist and lead guitarist. He would be like a Joe Satriani, Steve Vai of the 60s or 70s, in my opinion. It got 1968. The Beatles release Lady Madonna.
Something. Make ends meet.
Yeah, meet. In the UK, and in 1991, Exxon pays $1 billion.
$1 billion
in fines and for the cleanup of the Valdez oil spill. And I always think of the Valdez as like some kind of Spanish dressing.
Ooh, yeah. Valdez oil. A band I used to listen to, the Galactic Cowboys, had a song called Captain Crude. It was on their... Actually, I think it was on their self-titled debut album.
Yeah.
And Sailing on the Ocean Stewed. I have the fish stopped swimming. Captain Crude.
I want to hear that. Here you go. Here's a clip of that. Is that where I was going to put that clip?
It is now.
Okay, I wasn't sure. And I should fade out the music when I make that kind of comment. Well, that's it for that music. We don't need it.
Pretentious transition.
Well, now we're going to do a little segment of the show called What Have You Done? Jim, what have you done?
What haven't I done? No. A lot of things going on with the kids. Just went a couple of weeks ago. We got our tax refund. In other words, our interest-free loan that we gave to the IRS. And we got that back, and so I took the kids out to one of those Japanese hibachi grills, which we love doing that. We do that once every year or so. Just it's a special thing.
Every tax return?
Yeah, and the kids love it. So
that's good.
That's fun. But yeah, I've been doing stuff around the house, like sleeping, and and my kids are involved in spring musical, and that's coming up this coming weekend, which 14th. I'm seeing the 15th, and on the 16th, which will be in the past when you hear this, or when somebody else hears this, I'll have ridden my first bike ride of the year up in Wakanda, Illinois. It's the Wheeling Wheelman St. Patrick's Day ride, and they're saying 45 degrees for the ride. So that's a nice change from what it's been here in Illinois.
What would it be normally in Illinois at this time of year?
Yeah, about 10 degrees warmer, about 50.
Okay.
But the winter we've been having, like when the high was a negative 10 about a month and a half ago, that was excellent. But
yeah.
So that's going on, and what else is going on? No, a whole lot really. Coming up in about 4 weeks is the Midwest Gaming Classics. So I'm going to be up there with Sean Courtney, and the Pie Factory podcast is going to have a booth there, and we're going to run a contest. And 10 minutes. Did I run out of time?
No. The Bing is for plugging the show because, yes.
Oh, the Bing's
Pie
for plugging the
Factory
show.
podcast.
Are the muffins ready?
If you were done, you would have heard.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jim. Thank you so much for everything you've said.
There was an episode of Space Ghost Coast to Coast where he was doing a quiz show, and a bell went off, and he goes, "Wait, are the muffins ready?" And Zorak's like, "No, it's time for your stupid quiz show."
When you do these bike rides, what is the longest? What are you going to be running? What are you going to be biking? What is the length of the field?
They have lengths from they have a 10, an 18, and a 38.
And what are you
I'm going to definitely do the 18, depending on how I feel, since I haven't ridden it all. No, I rode once in January. It was actually a warm day in January, if you can believe that. If I'm feeling okay, I'll try the 38 mile. Most I've ever ridden in one day is 100.
Would it be a 36, considering that you're riding 18 and you still got to bring your bike back?
No, because they have different routes. They have an 18, they have a 20 route, they have and then a third route, which I can't remember the distance.
Oh.
So I will be doing the 18 and the 20.
I want to thank you again. This is probably the 18th time I've thanked you for the handkerchief and the medallion that you sent for the MS bike ride that you've done.
Oh, not a problem.
And I appreciate that. It's hanging right over here. Let's see if you can see it.
Oh,
right.
Oh, you got to
right there.
Oh, I see.
Right
oh, cool.
Yeah, yep. Right
Neat.
next to the bathroom.
Right next to the bathroom.
It's right there.
So every time you take a dump, you remember me.
That's hanging right there. There's the handkerchief and then the medallion. No, it's sitting next to the TV set, so I see it every time we're watching TV.
Oh, cool.
And I go, Jimmy gave me that.
Yeah, I signed up for that this year. That's in June, and they changed one of the routes this year because the one route they had this last summer was very, very dangerous. They routed the ride on a road that's horrible busy, like the busiest. It's the only road connecting Plainfield and Yorkville, Illinois, and it's horribly busy. And I could have told them that would have been a mistake because I used to live in Joliet, which is a little bit east of Plainfield, and I had a girlfriend at the time that lived in Yorkville, so I could have told them that putting bicycles on that particular road was a bad idea. I grew up near there. So.
Are they closing it for this situation or no?
No, they just changed the route. They moved it further west of Yorkville, so we don't have to ride that route.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It crosses the Fox River further north. And you know where that is.
Yeah. Well, no, I do now because I'll pretend I do.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I completely know where that is.
Yeah. I told you I collect maps. So.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
That's a good thing to do because they're going out of style pretty fast with all this digital age junk that we have nowadays.
I prefer a nice paper map in my hand to digital maps almost all the time, unless I'm bored and just browsing on the internet.
I admire that very much because it's not easy to read maps nowadays with the laziness that comes with the digital aspect of life. And you start to lose that, my dad would. It's
for me. It's like looking on the little tiny screen, whereas the map you can just unfold and have everything like right there. I mean, you don't get detail on big maps, but you can. I mean, if I'm looking for a house, I'll use it. Punch in the address, show me where I am. But
my problem was looking at a big map, and I'm in Pennsylvania, going to my grandmother's house, and then I got to see Mexico down in the lower left-hand corner, and that used to piss me off. So that's why I stopped using maps.
So that's why Trump wants a wall.
So I don't have to look it down on a map. I wonder if the wall would show up on a map. The Great Wall of America. Well, for me, synthwave music, baby. Ooh. Do you know about synthwave music nowadays? How the kids are buying up all of the old keyboards from the 80s in pawn shops, and then they're replicating all of the music that was really big in the 80s by using lush synth noises and the sounds that were in the songs by the Cars or Blondie or Flock of Seagulls, and they're just emulating those noises and then creating their own patterns, getting high to it, and going to clubs. And it's taken off like crazy, and I love synthwave music. You could find most of it on Bandcamp. Go to Bandcamp, and in the search type in synthwave, and then countless albums will show up completely free. Download them. They're wonderful. But I've gotten into this habit myself growing up in the 80s, and so I've been working on this album called Graffiti. I've done 5 Zerbatron albums, one for each month, spring, summer, winter, and fall, and then I did a Christmas album this past Christmas.
One for each month.
One for each season. One for each season. That's for me.
We have both kinds, country and western.
Yeah, and it's great. But I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Sure you are, Donnie.
Yep. And Donnie 5, though, to keep with the 80s thing. The album that I'm doing now is called Graffiti, and what I'm doing is actually trying to... When I did the other albums, I played like freestyle drums on them and freestyle guitar work and all this. On this Graffiti album, I'm trying to make everything as digital as it would have been done by the Eurythmics, and everything is pre-programmed to play in a certain set pattern. The drums I'm trying to make as minimalistic as possible and repetitive, so it has that locked into a groove kind of sound. And I'm having so much fun. And right at this present moment, as of today, 5 songs down, 5 to go.
Woo.
And I'm proud of that because it took me a long time to finish this last song called Pub Crawl.
Ooh.
And the idea of the song is to make it sound like you're getting drunk as you go from chorus to chorus. Drunker. And I did a pretty good job emulating alcohol problems. Thank you.
How did you do research to emulate a drunk? Wait. No, you're emulating the music. Never mind.
I see what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah. Not everyone can be good.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
You ready to go on to some current events?
No, but it hasn't stopped me before.
Here we go.
And now, some pretentious news.
Yeah, that's right, my friend. It's time to go down some pretentious news, and I'm going to go ahead and let you start. I understand that you have problems with people not doing what they should be doing in life to make sure the rest of us are safe.
Yeah, first, people that know me know that I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I believe in science, and yeah, there can be problems in science because anything that a human is involved in, there's going to be problems with. That's just the nature of the beast, and we're the beast. But
we are the beast.
First of all, anti-vaxxers can suck my little toe and make the big one jealous. But they like, because of the huge anti-vaccination numbskulls, we're seeing a rise in measles across the country, not just in Washington State where the outbreak started, but so far in Washington State, there is a total of 72 confirmed cases of people that have come down with the measles. And from the way I understand it, it started at a church, and from what I've read, it was somebody who was not vaccinated, went overseas, came back, spread the germ.
He went overseas. It had anything to do with a monkey?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter Tork has nothing to do with it. But
too
soon? But okay. but in the West, Northwest, West Coast, whatever, there's a lot of people that are anti-vaccine there because they believe the myth that vaccines cause autism, which is not true, despite the fact what the disgraced former Dr. Andrew Wakefield said. Story about this asshole. He was he's from the UK, and he published a study saying that the MMR, which is mumps, measles, rubella vaccine, caused autism. And
everybody believed it.
And everybody believed it. And curiously enough, the protocol was not proper protocol was not followed. He had a sample size of only like 20 people, which is not enough to do anything, not to base anything on. And surprise, surprise, the reason he lost his certification to be a doctor was because at the same time he was creating his own measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine.
Oh, jeez. Money. It's all money. He wants to make some money.
But now he's a huge celebrity. There's a movie about him called Vaxxed, and it was supposed to play at Robert De Niro's Tribeca Film Festival. I don't remember if they canceled it or not.
I hope they did.
On Amazon, but Amazon and Facebook have stated that they're going to try to get rid of a lot of these pages on them. But I was just looking at a map yesterday, and this is spreading. There's very few places in the country where the measles has not touched people because of the rising. Somebody put it correct. It's like the rich white suburban housewives that are like doing this anti-vaccine crap. And really, here's what it is. They believe that vaccines cause autism and all of this bull crap. So what they're saying is they would rather have a kid die from measles than have an autistic child.
Terrible.
If you think about it.
Terrible.
And of course, now it's expanding. There are people out there who think that once you have autism, you can cure it with stuff like a bleach enema.
Or shooting bleach up the ass is going to cure autism.
And somebody has actually said that you should take bleach to cure yourself of autism. And I don't have the story in front of me because I didn't know I was going to go off on this tangent, but I believe a housewife in the Chicago area got her kids taken away for child endangerment because she was doing that. you've got the rich white suburban women that are pushing this anti-vaccine bullshit, and then you've got people in Africa that are lining up by the miles to get these vaccines because they have a low life expectancy there. I think the problem is we haven't seen measles. And measles was basically eradicated in this country. Not anymore. Eradicated doesn't mean it's gone for good, but it means that the numbers are so low that it's not worth counting.
Right, I understand that.
But now they're coming back. And
I can
here's the
understand
thing.
having your asshole bleached, but not really bleaching your entire ass.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't, even if it did help autism or if it helped MS or whatever it could help.
Well, it will cure one thing. It will cure your living.
Well, it'll cure your living, and I'm sure that you would not have any problems with diarrhea for the
rest of your life.
Whatever that would be.
But
it's sad. It's sad.
It's really sad. I mean, because the thing is, there are a lot of babies that cannot get babies cannot get vaccines until they're so old. And if you don't have if you're not vaccinated and you can be vaccinated, you're putting that little kid at risk. There are some people that have autoimmune diseases like lupus. Isn't MS autoimmune disease also?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
If there are people with autoimmune diseases that can't get vaccines also, and and then there's of course people that are on chemotherapy and whatever, and you're just a walking petri dish.
Of petri. Yes.
You're a petri dish, and you're incubating all this crap, and it's a very selfish act to not get vaccinated. And the thing that I hate most is because I do consider myself a libertarian, but I also consider myself somebody who trusts science. Science is a process; it's not a destination. Science is a journey; it's not a destination. That's why science can say one thing one year and something else the other. They change their conclusion based on the evidence. So that's more trustworthy.
Education. It's just educating themselves, and you move on. If you made a mistake learning something, you move on and learn more.
Yep, exactly.
And you admit the mistake. You don't change the entire rule just because. You admit the mistake first and then move on. Don't go, wait, we were kidding.
Yep.
And then go out back and then...
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But it's really sad. I mean, I get the distrust of government and all of that, but... I don't see the government as evil. I see it as a broken clock that's right twice a day. It'll be 2:00 at some other time unless you're on a military clock.
What do you do for the time change? So does that affect government? That's the question. Well, my news is quite similar.
Similar.
My news is about the DOJ uncovers large-scale entrance exam cheating scheme. What happened is all of a sudden this guy comes out, William Singer, who pleaded guilty on Tuesday, was running an organization called the Key Worldwide Foundation, which was a sham charity that took money from the parents and used it to bribe college admission officials. Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman are two of the more than 40 people who've been charged with paying Singer to take entrance exams for their kids. And they could serve some prison time. And it's amazing to me that the mom on Full House is going to jail because she got the bribe for the college kids for going into for the school.
I heard that today, March 13th, that Felicity Huffman did get arrested.
Now, Felicity Huffman, I'm not familiar with her career.
She was on a show on the WB. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. I know the actress. I've heard of her, but I don't remember what she's done.
Desperate House.
Oh, that's it. She was on Desperate Housewives.
She was pretty damn desperate to send her kid to college on a lie. I think that's terrible. I would think that if you're going to go through the art of spending a good 50, 60 grand on a college education, you might want to take the test fairly.
Oh, Felicity Huffman is married to William H. Macy.
Oh, poor William.
And I had a close brush with greatness with William H. Macy.
Did he take your college course for you?
Well, no, but his brother or cousin or something worked at the previous job I had because William H. Macy's from the Chicago area. Apparently, he came into the place I worked, and my boss was like, I worked technical support, and my boss is like, Jim, it's William H. Macy. And she was pointing over at him. And then I'm like, I was busy on a tech support call and I never saw him. And he was standing like 12 feet away from me. But
Did you say something? Did you poke him?
I was on the call. I was oblivious to all that was around me.
William's wife, Felicity, was in the Christmas with the Cranks movie in 2004.
Ah, okay.
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
She was in Hackers in 1995, and that's it, really. In a movie in 1988 called Things Change, she was a Wheel of Fortune girl. That's her first role. Weird. She got an African American Film Critics Association for Best Actress award.
Okay. For what?
She's pretending to be African American in a movie, maybe. Let me see what she got for. Doesn't say. Good old Wikipedia telling the truth for everyone to know about. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Jim, thank you so much for coming along with this ride.
Yo.
I really appreciate it.
Word.
Since you're hippie to the hop to the hip hip hippity, be sure to tell Butthead thank you for showing up today.
Hey, Butthead.
Somebody call me.
Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Thank you, Butthead.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. We're going to end this puppy tonight with Ask Your Doctor, I figure it would be appropriate with the measles and the anti-vaxxers story, by Mr. Neil Fox, who is an amazing musician, has done a lot of jingles for radio and television, has written music for films. He's an author, he's a performer, an activist, and just and a filmmaker himself, which is great. You can also check him out on his new show on YouTube, which is called Ask Uncle Neil, and I love it. He's doing a really good job with that. Make sure that's what it's called, too, before I continue.
Ask your doctor if Neil Fox is right for you.
If you listen to Neil Fox for more than 5 minutes...
If you have an erection longer than 4 hours after listening to Neil Fox, this is normal.
Yeah, exactly. So join us next time when Jim says...
Hey.
Perfect.
Throwing me for a loop there.
Apraxia, arrhythmia, the cause of your dyslexia. It gives you anorexia, a pain around the nexia. Arthritis, bursitis, it'll stick you with colitis. Bulimia, amnesia, make yeast infection easier. Dry mouth, nausea, headaches and insomnia. Aphasia will amaze you. Hello to amblyopia. Status epilepticus will certainly affect us. Tardive dyskinesia won't make it any easier. Suicide on the side, trichotillomania. Paralysis and peptic ulcer, it'll shrink your brainia. Impotence mania, you'll probably go insania. Vomiting, weight gain, anxiety and back pain. Memory loss, vaginitis, hematoma, if you try this gasiness, vertigo, it makes it hard to pee. You know you're headed for a total mental breakdown. So ask your doctor if this pill is right for you. Ask your doctor if there's something he can do. 'Cause there's something on the news and in the air, and it's worse than biochemical warfare. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor. Mood swing abnormalities, hypertension if you please. Epilepsy and pneumonia, more to come, we'll have to phone you. Homicide, you decide, often being petrified. Autism, shortism, something with metabolism. Dizziness, short of breath, restless leg and maybe death. Neonatal complications, go to war with peaceful nations. Somnolence and bipolar, then we'll have to pull your molar. Bladder gone, that's a bet. In the street, you paint your wet. Delusional, confusional, nothing that's unusual. Emphysema, feeling strange, internal organs rearrange. Ticks, hives, jerky movements, don't expect to see improvements. Rectal bleeding happen, yet you won't believe the things you get. Stomach ulcers, kidney stones, constant aching in your bones. Fighting with your fellow man, interrupted lifespan. Erections lasting longer than 4 hours. So ask your doctor if this drug is what you need. Ask your doctor your doctor.
Please visit Zerbinator.wordpress.com. Visit Zerbinatorland on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. All shows available in iTunes, Stitcher, RSS download, and Google Play. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.